Hi, welcome back to another episode of Nature Aquariums TV, where today we're super excited. We're hosting our first ever Scaped contest event for aquascaping in South Florida. And who's going to host it? No one better but the legendary Jeff Miotke. Jeff, can you take it away?
Thank you, Henry. Yes, thank you. So today we have an amazing contest for you. We have 4 aquascapers, 2 rounds, and only 1 champion. We have a mystery box full of materials. They're going to take that box and they are going to make the most unforgettable aquascapes we have ever seen. And then they're going to have to face the judges. If they don't make the cut, they will be trimmed from the competition. That is what we have going on for today. And they are competing for the top prize of $200 store credit and the title of Scaped Champion. What do you think of that, Henry?
I am so happy to be hosting this, and I got to put a plug out there thanks to Oase, who have provided Jeff and the Scaper soil and so many of these wonderful supplies. We're a really proud partner to be partnered up with Oase.
Go Team Awasa. We are out supporting the local fish stores, and we're very proud to be here to do this in your store. So let's get to it. So let's introduce you to the contestants. First of all, we have Brendan. Brendan is a fabulous aquascaper. Tell us about yourself, Brendan.
27, I'm from Miami, and I'm really excited for this event.
And do you think you have what it takes to be the Scape champion?
I hope so.
Strong words. You guys better watch out. Thank you, Brendan. Next, we have Bill. Bill, where are you from?
Fort Myers.
Fort Myers?
Florida.
Thank you. Thank you
just
for
make sure. Yeah. Just make sure this get confused.
Okay, Bill, do you think you have what it takes to be the Scape champion?
I hope so.
This is going to be a real bloody battle, I'm telling you. And how long have you been aquascaping?
2 years.
2 years. 2 years. Brendan, how long?
Also 2 years.
Also 2 years. He's getting in your head. Armando, hiding in the corner here. Armando, where are you from?
I am originally from Brazil, but I live here in Florida.
Fantastic. Are you in Fort Myers?
No, I'm in Fort Lauderdale.
How long have you been scaping?
In freshwater, I've been doing 5 years.
5 years? Yes. That's more than both of them combined.
Many years in saltwater.
So do you think you have what it takes to be the Scape champion?
I will try my best.
Try my best. That's a little bit stronger. And Justin, where are you from?
Right here, Coral Springs.
Awesome. Local. Okay, Justin, how long have you been aquascaping?
Aquascaping, probably about 12 years, but in the hobby since 3.
That's more than all 3 of you combined. The gauntlet's been put down. Why do you think you'll be Scape champion?
Just having tanks in my face since I was born with my dad, having 12 tanks plus in the home, and me having my own couple of tanks. So maybe that's a little leg up.
Guys. We got our eyes on you. Thank you all. Thank you for being here. So we're going to have our 4 contestants do 2 rounds. Each round will be judged by our judges. We have Henry Tomasini, owner of Nature Aquariums and aquascaping expert. We have Ethan Tomasini, co-owner, and Ethan likes to keep everything that's deadly and dangerous and expensive in his aquariums. And then we have Brittany. Brittany, aquascaping expert, aquatic expert here at the store, and she likes to keep predatory tanks. For all of you that don't speak fish, that means she likes fish that eat other fish. So those are our esteemed judges, and we'll be getting a little bit more input from them in a bit. So we're gonna get these guys started. We're at 6:30. Let's get some time on the clock. 25 minutes on the clock. Go ahead and open your boxes. Feel free to put them on the floor if you have to. Use all your available space. It looks like we have a bag of decorative gravel. I'm gonna just take this for a second. We have a bag of decorative gravel, gray colored. We have a bag of sand. This one is called Crystal River. It is a whitish Kind of has a gray hue to it. Beautiful sand, very natural. I'll give that back to Bill. Icelandic lava stones in this box. I call this Black Forest driftwood. I forget what they call this at the store here. It's a really funky driftwood, isn't it? Have you seen anything like this? What do you think?
I think I have a lot of pieces here, and just got to think about what I want to do. I just got to set a game plan and go for it.
All right, game planning, gotta like it. The seasoned pro. Are you happy with the materials you see?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, happy. Good. Armando, what do you think of the materials? Are you happy with these?
I love that. Yeah, they're very nice.
The sand is good.
Yep. I love the wood.
The wood, he's in love with it. This is all available in the store, so when you want some more, there's plenty more left. Brendan,
What's up?
I'm here to annoy you. What's the plan?
Trying to have this large rock be kind of the center of the scape,
Okay.
coming from the one side, and then trying to prop it up because we don't have glue or anything. So
They're using some stacking skills right off the bat. So they have no adhesives to work with. Aquascapers love their adhesives, epoxies, screws, glues, zip ties. You name it, aquascapers will use it to get their aquascapes created, what their vision is, into a reality, right? Bill, what's the plan?
Try and get as much height as possible, trying to use as much visual area, not trying to leave the whole top of the tank. So like stacking quality, trying to make it firm before I get my substrate in.
Sounds like a good strategy. Do you foresee any challenges by doing that?
Absolutely, with no glue. It's all about balance and trying to keep it all in place and nobody bump the table.
There you have it. So he's going to go tall, and tall is hard. Tall is very hard because the rocks are heavy, and he's stacking them without any type of adhesives, right? So they're off to the races. We are down already to almost 21 minutes, so this is going to go quick, right? As a judge of this contest, what are you looking for in their aquascapes?
So I am looking for a creative use of the material, right? How to find, beauty in putting materials that may not necessarily go together.
Ethan, come here. You're up next. 2 years, 5 years, and 12 years. Do you think that'll play into these layouts, or your judging of these layouts?
no.
No. Okay.
I want to be biased.
Excellent.
I want to give everyone a fair chance.
Excellent. What do you think is the most challenging thing to use in the crate?
Let me see. What do they have? Probably the rocks. That might be just getting a creative formation and getting everything to be stable. Especially if you imagine like pouring water and having to actually work with it on a daily basis. Probably getting the rock formation just to be sturdy would be the hardest thing.
Excellent. Excellent. Brittany, come join us. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I've been in the hobby for about 10 years. I really enjoy fish keeping. That's about it, really.
So, as a fish expert, are you going to be factoring that into your judging?
Yes, so I will be factoring, if not, will the scape actually work with fish? I'll be looking at that at the very least. Like, is this something that I can see fish interacting with, or is it something that's like impeding their movement, things like that? That's kind of important.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That is fantastic. Yeah, because let's face it, what are the aquariums? They're the homes for the fish, right? So we want the fish to be having a nice home. So that's wonderful that she'll be looking at that. Now, do you think our contestants have factored that in? Armando, yes. Are you thinking fish forward?
For this size here, the fish are typically similar behavior, unless you choose like a betta fish, that's totally different behavior. But if you talk about nano fish, they usually have the same behavior, right? When I make like a bigger tank, then I have to think about if they're gonna school or not. But for this tank, usually they don't have a school type of fish, so I don't think too much about it. Later, after I complete the tank, then I think about what would be better for that tank.
Okay,
Yeah.
Great. Good luck to you. Mm-hmm. Keep going. I don't want to take up too much of your time. How are you doing?
Doing okay.
Okay. Is that what you're shooting for? Okay. Escaped champion, buddy. Escaped. He wants to complete it. Look at this. The soil is going in. Very cool. You got some archwork going there. Awesome. Armando, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Sweet.
I'm just trying something.
Yeah. Is it feel like it's working out?
It will, yeah.
It will work
I wish
out.
there was a little more wood, but
A little bit more wood. I'm glad you brought that up because we got a twist. Stop what you're doing. Hands up. Take one piece of wood from the person to your right. If you're on the end, come over to here. Take one piece of wood that you want.
Right.
Try not to ruin each other's scapes. Otherwise, I may twist this again. Very kind, Brendan. All right, y'all. Now you have new pieces of wood. Bill, how do you feel about the wood swap?
Thank you, Brendan, for the wood.
Anytime.
It was great. It was what I needed.
Good job, Brendan. Armando, how do you feel about the wood swap?
I got one that was very similar to the one I had. I was hoping for like a different piece, but
Well, but you're not thrown.
I didn't change my thinking. Yeah.
Very good. And I feel for you, Justin. How do you feel about Brendan's choice?
I thank him. Thank you.
Yeah, he was very kind to you. Very, very kind. Each aquascaper is going to be measured on their impression to the judges, execution, and the creativity. And when it comes to creativity, the use of the materials in the box. You're down to 7 minutes, a little over 7 minutes left. Does it feel like time is flying?
Yes.
We see the details going in. These guys are working hard, aren't they? They're taking this serious. Boy, this is going to be tough. Contestants, 2-minute warning. 2 minutes. Did you hear me, Brendan? All right. Final details. Remember, you must use all the materials in a meaningful way. All right, aquascapers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Awesome. Brendan, take it away. Tell us what your scape is about.
So I tried to incorporate the wood as like dead kind of roots of a tree that you could imagine was coming off of this larger stone. I have an area in the back for plants and a little barrier, beach out front, kind of shore, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah.
Great. Thank you, Brendan. Great job. Okay, so Bill, explain your scape to us.
I wanted it to look kind of like a cave, kind of giving you some depth and some greenery, some planting area on the far side, thinking about some mosses and stuff covering the wood, kind of giving it that cave mountainside look.
All right, great job. Thank you, Bill. Armando, you ready? You're next. All right.
So I did what we call the triangle composition. So this side here is much higher than the other one, and I tried to make a little bit of a triangle. And I usually like to put the sand on the front like this. I grow a lot of corridors and they like the sand. So that's thinking about the fish, like you said. And this is all planting area with the soil. So and here I usually would put like Bucephalandras and Anubias on the rocks. And here I would put some stem plants on the soil. And maybe on the wood I'll put a little bit of moss and to give a little bit of character to the wood.
Wonderful, Armando. Thank you so much. And Mr. 12 Years, Justin, tell us about your scape.
I always I first got into aquascaping because I like the natural look, and you're kind of taking a piece of nature and putting it into a box. So that's what I always try and do. And this tank, I usually like a pistos, so I like having a little cave and some little access areas where they could feel safe.
Wow, very impressive. Thank you, Justin. All right, judges, I'll give you a few moments. I want you to critique each tank, and then I would like you to convene in the back room, and I will join you, get those rankings, and then we'll reveal them to everybody. So judges, get to work. The tension is getting thick in the room. The judges are taking this very seriously. Honestly, I don't know which ones they're going to pick because it's tough. They're so close. Blown away by the talent that we have gotten. South Florida has some talent. Let's see what the judges have to say. This round, 2 people will be cut from the competition. All 4 of you have done an amazing job, and I truly mean that. The 2 names we reveal are the 2 that will not be going on, okay? May I have the names? Bill, I'm sorry, you are cut from this competition. One more name. Armando, you have been cut from this competition. Thank you. You did a tremendous job. And now if you'll join us in the audience and we'll watch the remaining two, Justin versus Brendan. So we're going to set up. It'll just take us a moment. We got two special boxes for them. Our surviving contestants, Brendan and Justin. Congratulations on making the cut. So same rules apply. Same judging criteria, and in just a few seconds, we're gonna open up these boxes. We're gonna take the time from 25 minutes to 20. I think they can do it. What do you all think? Yeah. All right. Time begins now. Open the boxes. Let's get their initial impressions here. Justin's face. He's trying to figure out what he's looking at. Brendan is opening a surprise package over here. What could that be? Brendan, how does it feel?
Good. I used this before, so it's perfect.
Seriously, no. So we have an aquarium decoration. It is the elephant in the room. It is actually an elephant. Justin, how do you feel about your elephant?
That's interesting. I like how it has some fake greenery on it, so that might help a little bit for ideas.
All right, so he likes the fake greenery. This will be the twist in this one. I won't make you switch any of your materials again. And Armando's going, thank goodness I'm not in this round. So this round, we have some interesting stone. And then the second material we have, may I hold this for a second? Sorry, Justin, I'll interrupt Brendan just as much. This here, this wood, this is wood, not stone. How do you feel about the dragon wood?
Don't really like how straight it is, so I'm not sure how I'm going to incorporate it.
Okay, so straight is not your thing. So it's going to be a challenge, right? And Brendan, how do you feel about the stone?
There's a lot of it.
A lot of it. So we were generous. Do you want me to throw a twist in? Is that what I hear? No more twists. You guys have enough to work with here. This is a lot more challenging. A lot more challenging. So we'll see what they can do. Is this more challenging or? So what are you struggling with?
Figuring out what to do with the wood.
The wood is a kind of a curveball, even though it's straight.
Yeah, kind of what Justin said. It's hard to do something with it.
Okay, that's interesting. So the wood has been the challenge so far in this, not the elephant. What do you think, Bill? You think the elephant would have thrown you more than the wood?
I agree with what they're saying. It's a big, long, straight piece. It's something they're trying to incorporate with its not looking at a place, make it look natural is hard.
Awesome. Thank you, Bill. So yeah, it is hard. It seems like it would be a no-brainer that this would be easy to escape with, and both of them said this would be more of a challenge. So this round, what do you think the most challenging thing is in the aquarium?
I think the most challenging is the difference in the materials, because you have the dragon driftwood and the barkstone, which both are very linear materials, and trying to get them to work in a small environment like that. I think that's going to pose a challenge to them. And then on top of that, putting the organic shape in there.
All right, awesome. Ethan, do you see what they're both doing? What do you think of their plans? What do you think you're seeing? Do you see one pulling ahead of the other at this point?
Yes, but I don't want to say. I don't want to.
Interesting.
But I see one. I actually do see one who's pulling ahead. But the only thing I really have is, what are they going to do with the elephant?
The elephant in the room.
That's the centerpiece.
It's just right there for us. Yeah, that elephant. So you are looking for it to be the centerpiece?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Brittany, what do you think? Our scapers are hard at it. What do you see as the challenge in this basket?
So kind of similar to what Henry said, the stone and the wood are very similar. They're very similar in color, they're very similar in shape. So it's kind of hard to make like a lot of times the wood looks very different than the stone, so you got that like contrast. You've got like something different going on. So in this case, that's gonna be the hardest part, I think, and also making it like somehow the elephant being that middle section is gonna be a little difficult because it is very different than the other two.
So do you think this round will be easier or harder to judge than the last one?
Weirdly enough, I think it's gonna be easier because last time I think the items were better meshed together, so it was harder because they made such good scapes with it because those items really worked well together. And in this scenario, they don't necessarily blend very well, so it's like they've got to come up with something really unique that fits those all together.
Yeah, contestants, thank you, Brittany. The contestants are going to really have to push their skills this time. It's going to be anyone's game. Who is going to be the scape champion is probably going to come down to, can they feature that elephant? And can they deal with the straightness and strangeness of those materials? Let's check in with our contestants. Brendan, how is it going? How are you feeling?
It's going good.
Going good still, huh?
Yep.
Yeah? Are you happy with your use of wood so far?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah? All right. You heard him. He's going to continue as he's continuing. All right, Justin, how is it going for you? Are you sticking to your plan or have you had to change it up?
I like sticking to a plan about halfway between the time, because you don't really know. I don't want to stick with one idea at the very beginning, so it's very fluid. But right now I believe I have an idea of what I'm going for, and the look I'm trying to accomplish.
All right, I'll let you to it. It looks good so far. It's going to be amazing seeing what you all came up with because that first round was outstanding. This is looking like another strong round. 1 minute. Get those final details in. Make sure that you have included everything in a meaningful way. You all ready for your job again? We're going to count them down. All right. Put those finishing touches in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Good job, scapers. Let's take it over to the judges. Justin, tell us about your layout.
Well, the hardest aspect was the long pieces of relatively flat wood, and to incorporate it to make it look natural, I feel like it's a little bit difficult. So what I try to do is make it almost look like a tree that went down many years ago, and it's kind of halfway gone almost, with some natural rocks and some maybe driftwood in there, and then maybe the Buddha was a part of this old Buddha temple back in the day.
Great job. Give us a nice round of applause. All right, Brendan, great job. Way to finish up strong. Tell us about your layout.
Decided to have my elephant deity in the top corner and kind of a path leading up to it with some overhanging rocks and kind of like a cliffside coming up to the elephant. Yeah.
Excellent. Very good. We'll take it to the judges. We'll give the judges a few moments to critique the tanks. Again, we'll deliberate in the back. I'll get the verdict and I'll join you in a moment. All right, y'all, we've been waiting. Have you come up with a verdict?
Yes.
And it's unanimous?
Yes.
Or are you split?
No.
Unanimous. Okay, unanimous. All right, so will you give me the tag for the one who's cut? The judges have finished deliberating. Thank you, contestants. You did an amazing job. We're going to announce who's been cut. That means the remaining contestant is our scaped champion. Henry, do you have the name for me?
Yes, we do.
Thank you. Thank you to Nature Aquariums for hosting this and providing some excellent judging. Here it is. Justin, I'm sorry, you've been cut from the competition. Great job.
Thank you for having me.
Great job. That means our scaped champion is Brendan. Thank you, Henry. Brendan, congratulations.
Thank you.
You win the $200 store credit and the title of scaped champion.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job to all of our competitors. Great job by our judges. And thank you again, Nature Aquariums, for hosting us. Thank you to the Waza team for sponsoring this. Without them, none of this would have been possible.
Man, that was a lot of work.
But it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. And you did amazing.
Thanks. You were a fantastic judge.
But you know who did more amazing job? Our contestants.
Yeah.
They did an amazing job. This was one of the hardest things I have done in recent period, trying to judge these phenomenal guys.
Congratulations to all the contestants. You're all winners in our book.
And with that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support and have a great day fish keeping, guys.